What's up, guys? It's me, Spectrar, here in another video in Wayward Frontier. This time we're doing a ship review. As you can see, I have two ships here. We'll be reviewing both of them since they are both the same design, just different, slightly different interior. Now, these are the two biggest ships I've been able to find in the game so far. I'm still on the look trying to find a bigger one, but I haven't been able to find one. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and dock with this so that I can show you the difference between the two insides. Now, the main difference between these two ships, which you'll see in a second, is that one has shields and one doesn't. So right now we're in the one that doesn't have shields. We're going to start at the back. You got plenty of beds, some pretty good reach to repair things. Not as much as I'd like right here, but you know, you'll live. Some pretty darn decent engine power and thrust capacity, or side thrusters I should say. Turning, I guess would even be a better way to describe that. And so the nice thing about these ships is that they're highly, highly maneuverable. As you can see, you've got a lot up here, plenty in the middle, and then you have plenty in the back. Now, you got 4 small turrets. They hold the double barrel machine guns and the two 20mm cannons. So it can do quite a punch. Now, when you're taking this out, I want you to note some couple spots. Right here, you've got the two... man, I can't think today. Heat sinks, and you've got some in these kind of more nooks and crannies, so you can kind of aim for corners. But the nice thing about this corner right here is you can really penetrate in. Another spot, let's say right here, you have to go through no armor before you'll hit a reactor and make it explode, which will take out engines. So if you can, I would try to hit it right through here, blow this up, take out some engines, disable them quite a bit. It's going to be hard to fight through to take out this cockpit until you kind of disable them. But if you're trying to take out the guns, you can either just try to manpower your way through the side, which right here, about kind of at that, right before you hit the tip, you can kind of penetrate through. But I'd try to come in through this back side. So when I fought it, I kind of was hitting it right here, in this kind of an area, and it seemed to take it out fairly fast. And then from there, you know, do what you have to destroy it. Now, one of the biggest differences between this ship and the other ship is that we've got 2 cargo bridges right here. In the other ship, these spots are replaced with shield generators. So this one's nicer for carrying cargo and like raiding and stuff. And honestly, this ship out of the 2 designs is my favorite, and I'll explain why when we get to the other ship. But let's take into effect right now. We got 2 bigger reactors, and then this small one in the middle, and then 2 small ones. Now we're going to head into the other ship, and I'm going to talk about some of the problems that these ships have, which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay. So as you can see right here, we have the 2 shield generators. You can kind of see the shield pattern being generated right now as I walk into the ship in the map. You'll see it happen over time. But one of the biggest differences you might notice back here is that now we've got this big reactor right here. Now, you might say, oh, that makes sense. We've got the shield generators up here, so you want some more power. The problem with these ships is that while they're really good and maneuverable, got some decent armor, this ship suffers badly from power deficiency. And it's not that it doesn't have enough shield generators or reactors. I keep saying generators, reactors. It's that the wiring mapping is awful. Now, this ship performs just as well as the other one does when its shields are full blast and it doesn't have to put any power into the shields. But as soon as you've lost about 30 to 50% of your shields, these things suck up all the power to the point where you can't move very well and your guns do not reload. And when that starts happening, you can no longer defend yourself and you can no longer get away. So this design is good if you're fighting battles you know you can win quickly. Let me explain my point. Every reactor is kind of connected along the same conduit. And as we've learned, and if you don't know, you can watch my power video or the developer's power video explaining power. But these conduits have a bandwidth of 30 energy per second. It cannot exceed that. And so when you've got only one thing going and you've got 1, 2, 3 different reactors trying to use that same bandwidth to power this, other things down here, everything gets clogged. And so, I mean, this is trying to, at some point, this reactor down here could be trying to power this, and so nothing over here can power the guns. It's just a big blockage way of power. Now, if you have components in order to maneuver around this, go ahead and repower it, and the ship could be a lot better. I haven't personally done that yet. I'm highly tempted to, and if you want me to, let me know in the comments section below, and I will try to do that. I'll see if I have components in order to do that, where I can remap this and possibly make this perform better. But honestly, the other ship is a lot better. And as you can see right here, we've lost 2 beds for cargo space. So this thing still has cargo space, but it just doesn't. As soon as you start fighting, you lose all power and you just die in the water. Whereas this other ship, it's still got the same power issue, but it kind of resolves itself in the fact that the only thing you're trying to power on this line are these 2 guns, and so they actually reload fairly quickly. I mean, you still have different lines going to the side thrusters and stuff like that, and the engines, so everything works fine in that sense. But this ship just holds together better because you can defend yourself. Now, to show you this maneuverability, as you can see, you got some really nice power in the engine to where you can almost turn and instantly be going the other direction if you need to. And as you can see, I am turning very fast with the amount of thrusters I have. And as you can see, I do have a lot of thrusters. Look at all those thrusters. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at all those. Just trying to go every direction. Look at that. That's really nice. And I really like the machine guns on this. I think they work really well. Oh, you can see. I guess I can actually hit some of the shields on that ship. And so it just works a lot better, guys. I'd totally go for this design if you can see it. If it has the shields, it can be worth it. And I don't know, maybe I'll try to do another design. But even then, you can still get to most everything to repair. Again, this side is hard. And another hard thing about this ship is that your docking bay is constantly being destroyed. And you'll find that this part of your ship right here will get destroyed constantly, which is another reason why I think these ones are here, so you always have thrust up here. So you'll find yourself repairing this area a lot, but it typically doesn't get much past this line right here. So if you do see this ship and it doesn't have shields, I would absolutely go for it. It's a really amazing ship. It's unfortunate that it doesn't have any repair bays. I was going to see if there's a ship around here, but there's not. Maybe we can shoot this ship around. But it is a nice ship, but I would try to go with the one without the shields. It just dies so fast. I was really disappointed. I was really excited to find one with the shields, and I thought it would just work really, really well, and it just absolutely doesn't. And I guess one hard thing about this ship is that because of the mounts themselves, I tend to run out of ammo fast, and then I have to do a little bit of maneuvering around while they do reload. But it really doesn't take that long. It's really not that bad. And I'd absolutely say it's worth it. Other than that, guys, I hope this review helped you out. And again, let me know if you want me to try to redesign the other one with the like campaign editor. Because I don't have a lot. So if I could do it in that, just about anybody could. It's not like I've researched a lot in that area. So let me know, and I'll try it out if you want me to. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was useful, and I will see you guys next video. See ya!